Today's match is brought to you by AE Engine, AmericanEagle.com, Bag Tags, Bubba Burger, Cliff Kids, Dick's Sporting Goods, Expand a Brand, Nesquik, Fusionetics, MLS, Nike Soccer, Positive Coaching Alliance, Premier International Tours, Soccer Shots, Sun-Made Raisins, Target, Turbo Sports Group, United Soccer Coaches, Wilson Trophy Company, and Yokohama.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, it was the highlight of my soccer career to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period. That's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
forget last year. It's gone. Ancient history. It's time to forget about failure and how you came up short, how you missed the mark. Yeah, it's time to forget about the man you should have marked, the run you should have made. Remember that shot you should have taken? Time to let it all go. Forget about it. It's time to go to work. It's time.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Frisco, Texas, side of the 2018 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. I'm Todd Panula, and I'm here to bring you all of this exciting 13 and under girls group action between Pipeline SC and Liverpool Elite. Liverpool will be clad in the traditional red of the Liverpool Football Club, countered by the white tops and black trunks. Pipeline SC. Liverpool hails from Plano, Texas, coached by Adam Flynn, countered by Pipeline SC from Maryland and coached by Tommy Quaranta. Liverpool end up in control after the initial kick to start things off. Both teams trading back possession left to right as they try to get control of this one here in the early going. Able to clear out their defensive line as they try to send it upfield. Comes over here to the near sideline. Right in front of our broadcast position. Going to put back into play. Throw in taken by Kaylee Turner. Trying to get it over towards Kaylin January. McKenna Grant. Grant blasted up into the attacker. Liverpool having to come back and play this one. Cleared out by the goalkeeper. Miscommunication there allows Filer to control it. Spun around as possession taken by Kaylee Turner. Pipeline FC in control now on the defensive side. January able to make the steal. Trying to send one into a dangerous. One was taken away by Bell. Intercepted there by Dunaway. Dunaway spun around, and now Pipeline SC continues up the field, intending one for Jibril. Settled down by Kaiser for Liverpool. She is dispossessed in the midfield. All the way back to the goalkeeper and hammered upfield. January, one touch over the far hand side. Patel trying to track it down, but there's too much on that one. Loose along the midfield stripe. Pipeline pushes up into the attacking third. Trying to gain some traction. Cross in from Lavin. Too strong there for Filer. Headed along. Turner. McCullough. January once again trying to chase it down. Able to head it back up into the air. Kaiser to Dunaway into the box. Easily claimed there. Picking up here, it's cut through some of the heat here today. Still the actual temperature not necessarily very conducive to competitive soccer. There will most likely be a based on the 13 and under boys game prior to this one, it came right around the 17-minute mark, 17 to 19, depending on when I'm stopping. So you'd figure that we'd get a similar situation in this one, being in the same age bracket. Liverpool content to just knock the ball around right now, seeking some open space. The pass up the left-hand side was intercepted. Trying to take it down was Patel. Patel gets it again, and once again dispossessed. Into touch for the throw. All those tenths over on the far sideline belong. Dunaway knocks it down. Can't gain possession though. Back the other direction for Schenning. Get it up top to Struhar. Liverpool had a couple players in between. A couple duels over along the far sideline. This one won by Pipeline, but it ended up into touch. Jakovics once again into touch. This game seems to be a little bit overcharged here in the early going. It seems like both teams push up field with a lot of gusto, but then once possession is given away, it's rather cheaply. Either over and along the touchline, give it away throw-ins, or giving away possession along the midfield as that one goes into touch. Back the other way with the throw in this time. Liverpool in control. Couple extra steps taken there. January had that one go off the side foot. Liverpool regain control as they work it up towards midfield. Intercepted by Roros. Filer gets a toe onto that one, just keeping it away from Dunaway, who was making up the run. Roros right into the defender. Back the other way, and here's January. Defender right in her back pocket. That was Jakovics. January for Liverpool to the near side. Pushed up by McCullough. Collision away from the ball, does draw the free kick. Looked like it was somewhat just a coming together, but according to the official, the legs were taken out. So the free kick won by Marissa Struhar. So from about 30 yards out, Peyton Schenning eyeing this one up. Sends one in on goal, takes a couple skips along the grass, and then easily claimed. And as a goalkeeper, those are the kind of first touches that you like, to where you get to grab the ball, you get to get that confidence in behind you, but the save made behind it is not necessarily the most difficult either. Stolen away here along the near sideline, sets up a chance. Brocky pushing the reset button. They'll try the far side. Quattroche up the sideline for Roros. Now Jibril into touch. Sub about to check in now for Liverpool. Doesn't come quickly enough, so they'll do it at the next opportunity. Pipeline SC with Jibril. Spins and fires towards goal off the defender. It'll be a corner kick. It'll be a right footer coming in from Struhar. The wind not in her favor, and that one gets caught up just a little bit. Good claim there from Cerrone. Tried to get it back into play quickly, and that one's going to harmlessly fall into nobody. Finally, Pipeline steps up and takes possession. Headed on by Lavin. She's looking for the return pass. It's close to the end line, and it'll go over. So the sub will come in for Liverpool. Checking in is Katarina Campbell, my mistake. And she will replace Dunaway. Make that Patel. And it was Dunaway. Apparently the shorts numbers mean nothing. That one just a bit too far for January, and it also evades the possession of Jakovics. The goalkeeper, Kraft, for Pipeline comes out to claim it. January settles it down off the throw-in. Back for Kaiser. She's spun around but retains possession. Too strong for McCullough. McCullough able to get to it on the second attempt, though, and then it's knifed away. McCullough spun around, but she has the ball. Puts it back out in front. January dispossessed at the very last moment. Now a shot opportunity curling towards goal, and Kraft able to touch it away. Was probably going wide, but nevertheless, a good idea by the goalkeeper to make sure. So the corner kick for Liverpool will come from the near side. January flicked it on. It was headed back towards goal. January jumps towards it. A kick puts it back into the mixer, but no further than the penalty spot where it was cleared away. Unsuccessfully trying to send it out. Patel back towards January, who was inside the 18-yard box, but the pass just evaded her. Over to the far side touchline. And it'll be a Liverpool throw. Spinning, sending it in. McCullough got head onto it, but from that distance it was going to be difficult to generate any kind of power behind it. Sub about to check in. Looks like Samantha Lumpkin. Counter-attack on for Pipeline. They work it up the far side for Jibril. Subs coming in now for Liverpool. And it's actually going to be Bailey Malone coming into the game. So Malone is in, Grant is out. Also into the game, Delmi Benitez, as she replaces Patel. Jibril couldn't quite settle it down off the throw-in. Counterattack could be on here for Liverpool. Instead, it's stepped into nicely by Lavin to keep that one away. Fifteenth minute of play here, closing in on the hydration break, have to figure. A couple more minutes. Roros able to keep it around. Schenning puts on the brakes, sends it back for Roros on the near side. In between options there. Roros cuts it away from one defender and then passes it right into a second one. January and Jakovics dueling with each other as they have since the start. And January wins the free kick. Wind picks up even more here. Cutting across the fields, going mostly from the broadcast position across the way. Slightly corner flag to corner flag, so if it benefits either team, you would have to say that it benefits Pipeline. Really, it's mostly going near side to far side. Here's Kaiser. Space on the near side, but the pass went right into the defender. Roros stepped into by Campbell. Roros still coming away with it. Campbell right on her back pocket. Struhar with a defender right on her. Chops a left foot into it, trying to lob one up to Jibril. Almost hops over the defenders. Now here's Jibril with space in front, and then the ball just kind of bounded at the wrong second. And she kind of awkwardly fell over the top of it. Shot from O'Braki. Ends up going wide. It'll be a goal kick with the sub about to come in now for Pipeline. It's going to be Jenna Amrine. She's going to replace Roros. An awkward knee from Lavin. In possession in the midfield, Liverpool. Numbers pushing forward in red. Defenders trying to catch up to it, and that's stepped into by Jakovics. Here's Struhar. Bouncing awkwardly for Schenning. Stepped into by the defender. Back towards the outside of the circle. Jabril had his defender over her back. Near side again. Quatroche. Questions about whether the hydration break would come at this stoppage. It'll be in the next. So they're going to try to make a substitution for Pipeline FC in the interim. Liverpool just plowed one up the field. January trying to chase it down. Miscommunication now as the goalkeeper finally came out late. Defender thought she was coming out the entire way. But Kraft ultimately in possession. Too tall there for Obraki. Campbell looking for January. Back the other way we go. To the midfield stripe and Schenning. Schenning dispossessed. Here's McCullough for Liverpool. Trying to take on the defender. Nicely cut off there by Filer. Quatroche. Intercepted. Turner. Looking near side for McCullough. McCullough puts one back into the mixer. The high ball not easily handled by either team. McCullough lobs one in towards the 6-yard area, and that's an easy claim there for Kraft. Bit too heavy there from Malone. Back the other way for Pipeline. Jakovics up from her defensive position. Sends one up. Ends up filtered through to Jabril. Continues it on towards the touchline. Good sliding challenge. Puts it into touch. And there is the water break. So closing in on the 20th minute. So it comes a little bit late. There'll be roughly 15 minutes left in the first half by the time they come back. Neither team with a goal yet. The heat of the day really